He was the most feared samurai in history. 60 duels, 0 defeats. People think his power came from his sword. They're wrong. It came from his mind. He used a method so effective, so powerful, that many masters refused to teach it, fearing it would be misunderstood. Today, I'm breaking that rule. This is Musashi's forbidden method for absolute control under pressure. Pressure hits. It could be a final exam, a crucial presentation, a difficult conversation. Your heart starts racing, your hands begin to shake, and your thoughts completely fall apart. You either freeze up or you panic and make a mistake. Now, imagine Miyamoto Musashi. He fought in situations where a single mistake, a moment's hesitation, meant instant death. Yet, he never lost control. How? What was his secret? The method is called Mushin. In Japanese, it means no mind. Now, this is where most people get it completely wrong. They hear no mind and think it means you have to empty your head to stop all thoughts. That's not it at all. Mushin means your mind does not cling to any single thought. It flows like water. When you're under pressure, your mind latches onto fear. Thoughts like, what if I fail? Or, I'm going to lose, become anchors, weighing you down. Your movements slow, your judgment collapses. Musashi himself wrote, keep your mind like water. It flows. It does not get stuck. When his opponent lunged, he didn't stop to think. He simply moved. This wasn't a lack of awareness. It was a lack of interference from his own mind. So remember, no mind doesn't mean no thought. It means no attachment. So how did Musashi train this state of Mushin? He followed 3 core principles. The first principle was automatic action. Musashi practiced a single sword cut thousands upon thousands of times until the movement required 0 conscious thought. It was pure muscle memory. When the real fight came, his body acted on its own, leaving his mind perfectly clear and observant. You have to do the same. If your skill isn't automatic, if you still have to think about the basics, pressure will shatter your performance. Whether it's public speaking, playing an instrument, or a sport, you must practice until the core actions are second nature. The second principle was to accept the worst. Every single day, Musashi would begin by imagining his own death. He didn't do this to be morbid or emotional. He did it logically. He confronted the ultimate fear. Once the worst possible outcome is accepted, fear loses its power over you. Ask yourself this. If this presentation goes wrong, if I fail this test, what asterisk happens? You'll quickly realize you aren't facing a life or death situation. Most of our modern fears are artificial. By facing them head-on, you remove their power. The third and perhaps most crucial principle was only this moment. Musashi never thought about winning the duel. He never thought about the consequences of losing. His entire focus was on the immediate variables: the distance to his opponent, the rhythm of his own breath, the timing of the next move. Pressure lives in the future, in the what-ifs, but control exists only in the present. You need to shrink your focus. Don't think about the entire task ahead. Think only about the very next action, the next sentence you'll say, the next note you'll play, the next step you'll take. Pressure cannot survive in such a small, focused space. So why was this method considered forbidden? Most systems of discipline teach you to apply more force. Focus harder. Try harder. Grit your teeth and push through. But Mushin teaches the opposite. It teaches release. Musashi wrote, hold the sword firmly, but not tightly. A tight grip makes the hand slow. The exact same logic applies to your mind. The tighter you grip your thoughts, desperately trying to control them, the more control you lose. When you release that tension, your precision, your clarity, and your power return. Masters feared that students would misunderstand this. They thought students would confuse this release with apathy or not caring. That couldn't be further from the truth. Mushin means caring deeply about the outcome, but without being attached to it. It means wanting success, but not fearing failure. So, how can you start using this in your life today? Here's a simple, practical guide. First, when you feel pressure building, you need to reset your nervous system. Do this with a simple breathing exercise. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Then, exhale slowly for a count of 6. This is called box breathing, and it physically breaks your mind's fixation on anxiety. It interrupts the panic cycle and gives you a moment of clarity. Second, you must train under stress. Practice your skill until your body no longer needs instructions from your conscious mind. Then, start adding distractions. Play music while you work. Have a friend ask you random questions. Put a timer on. The goal is to make your environment so chaotic that conscious thinking becomes a liability. Your body must learn to perform perfectly without your mind's help. Third, and most importantly, you must learn to collapse time. When your mind jumps ahead to all the terrible things that might happen, you need a mental trigger to pull it back. Simply say to yourself, not that, this, and bring your entire focus back to one single thing. One breath, one movement, one word. Anchor yourself in the immediate present. Musashi's final lesson on this is profound. He said, "The true warrior does not think of winning or losing. He becomes one with the moment." When you merge with the present moment, there is no room for pressure. It simply disappears. Miyamoto Musashi never lost a duel because he never tightened his grip on the outcome. He learned to flow instead of force. Remember this. Pressure breaks those who cling to control, but it sharpens those who learn to release. The next time you feel that familiar anxiety rising, don't try to force control. Allow it. Let go. That is the essence of Mushin. Thanks for watching.